In 2009, I was an up-and-comer in film and television, trying to recover from the 2008 financial collapse in the United States. The same year, I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. I had a tennis ball-sized mass growing in my throat. You could see it started to develop in some of my film work. I needed surgery. A year later, it grew back, so I had a second surgery. Then the team of doctors gave me enough radioactive tablets for 3 of me. That treatment shut my organs down to the point where I was actually dying. I was weak, my body was falling apart. My wife and I got frustrated with the team of doctors, and we had no choice but to go a different way. So we went to see a homeopath doctor in Hatboro, Pennsylvania, and this doctor saved my life with his treatments. He got me to start healing after he discovered parasites had riddled my body on top of the cancer. I felt better after about 6 months and started working out, but I developed psoriasis all over my body after the cancer treatment. I went back to acting and landed a role in an FX series called Lights Out. Producers noticed the skin patches on my body on the set and started treating me like I was damaged goods, asking me questions about my appearance. They shortened my role, so my physical abilities had diminished at that time too. I couldn't do what I was used to doing, so I got jaded, and I left acting in 2012 because I was pretty depressed and mentally drained after several big film roles were taken away from me at the last minute via a casting process that I talk about in my previous video called The Truth About Auditioning. I was older. I went into a new life. I had children for the first time. I started selling high-end cars to earn a living, just to do something different. Well, 8 years fly by and the pandemic happens. In an effort to keep my kids active, I went to a park with them, and on that trip in 2020, I caught Lyme disease after being bitten on the back of my neck by a tick. I went to the ER 3 times, feeling like I was gonna pass, and none of the doctors in the hospitals could figure out what was wrong with me. So I went back to the same doctor in Hatboro, Pennsylvania, and he diagnosed the Lyme disease. It took a year for me to beat Lyme disease with a new treatment in 2021. The disease attacked my nervous system and tried to take over my entire body. Now here I am, fully recovered with the grace of God. New purpose inside of me with my children. I battled cancer, parasites, psoriasis, Lyme disease, and now I'm fully healthy and stronger than ever. And as God works, I get a call out of nowhere to do my next film now that I'm healthy. The timing of this is undeniable. We all have things in our lives that test us. Just surround yourself with the right people. Never lose faith. As long as you have breath, you can push forward. Be your testimony. And I have to tell you, it didn't stop there. My mother, who was a marathon runner and fitness fanatic for decades, developed Parkinson's disease and dementia simultaneously, right around 2020. My brother, Jason, and I are her caregivers. He actually moved from Florida to help me take care of her as it got so bad. So not only was I dealing with my own vitality and running a household, but I also had to manage my mother's health, prescriptions, and finances as well, because she could no longer. The stress of that is enormous. So yeah, to all my extended family and friends, I apologize for not being available or present, but now you know why. I can't be everywhere all the time. Everyone says just reach out, etc., but man, when you go through this, you just sometimes you can't. Just 8 months ago, I couldn't even walk 30 feet or do one push-up, not one. So when you watch me training now, training hard, and maybe you think I'm showing off, better think again. I'm celebrating. Every single person you see in this video has helped me, my wife, and my children in some way while I was going through this. I thank you all. So here it is. What happened to me, where I've been, and now it's time to move forward.